NFL teams aren't the only ones working on their craft this preseason. You'll find countless game officials at training camp also as well. Now, I caught up with one who's getting ready for her season at the Bolt with the Chargers.
Game officials need training too. Jade McCrary is getting set for her season with the Chargers.
What is it like being a referee during training camp? Like not a game, but practice.
This is fun. This is a little bit more laid back. This is a learning opportunity for everybody. Coaches and players are trying to learn what's going to be a penalty during game, what's not going to be a penalty. So there's more communication, you know? And a game, when I throw a penalty, it's usually a tense conversation.
Yeah, tense conversation, all right.
But out here, it's more of like a question where I'm explaining why, and they just take it in, and then they direct from there.
While the Bolts are working on their plays, Jade is working on her calls to get into midseason form.
How hard is it for you to be here at training camp to try to make sure you solidify all those things to get it right so when the game comes, you don't make those mistakes? Because there are a lot of fans who get upset with the calls you guys make.
Yes, you know, our goal is we want to be as perfect as possible, but we're human, it's a craft, it's not possibly perfect. So out here we're working on a lot of different things. So for my position, I'm calling a lot of pass interference, a lot of holdings. The key for me is to be still at the right moment of where that action happens.
Okay.
But I still need to be ahead of it, so I need to learn how to read the play and know where the action's gonna happen so I can stop and get the best view, have the best angle. So out here I'm learning what we call mechanics. I'm working on my mechanics, fine-tuning them. I'm looking at the strike zones from the hips here, looking at every single detail of what's happening during a route.
Got it.
Because if I can see every single detail, I can determine pass interference or not. You know, these professional players are so good at almost cheating. You know, that's
what it is. They're almost as good as cheating?
Yeah, like they're gonna do everything they possibly can before it crosses that line.
So if I'm an offensive lineman and I'm blocking you as a defender, and let's say I'm pulling the shirt here, that's a penalty?
It depends. So now pull my shoulder down. Now we're
it's a penalty?
Yeah.
Throw the flag at me. Ref, I didn't do it.
Holding. You grabbed his right shoulder and pulled him down. His shoulder dipped.
Jade is working as a Division I college official, and it turns out the penalty flag doesn't fall too far from the tree.
How did you get into being a referee in the first place?
Yeah, my dad got me into it. I was running track in college, and I couldn't run anymore, so going from student athlete to student was a huge transition. I need something to get into, so my dad's like, you need to try officiating. He did it before I was born, and he was like, I'll pick it up with you again if you do it. First, I looked on TV and I was like, oh, they're getting yelled at. It's raining out there, it's snowing, I'm good. But then I saw the first woman in the NFL, Sarah Thomas, and I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. So we picked it back up. We both started at Pop Warner with the little kids.
Little kids.
Little babies, you know, running with their giant helmets on.
Yeah.
And then we both worked up our ranks. Now I'm a D1 official on the field. He's D1 in replay.
Yeah.
So we actually had a game together and he overturned my targeting call.
Wait, what? So your dad was like, Jade, my daughter, you're wrong, and overturned your call.
Yep, he was like, got hit right here at the shoulder, not the head or neck area. It was really tight, so.
What was like, did y'all ride home together? Like, what was that, what was that conversation like with your dad? He reminds me about it sometimes too. Cool.
So, but yeah, it's all love though, but it's hilarious. We still talk about it to this day.